Today we're going to be looking at a very familiar hymn. In fact, if you have sung 2 hymns in your whole life, I guarantee you How Great Thou Art was one of them. This was originally a poem, like many of our hymns that we sing, and it was written by Carl Boberg in 1885. He was a Swedish editor and future politician. He was walking home one day and a storm came up right there on the Bay Coast where he lived, and it was just a loud, thunderous kind of storm, one of those that makes you pause or makes you run. When he took cover and he looked out the window and just watched the storm rolling in and all that was taking place with it, he couldn't help but think about the great God that he served. I've been in that situation before, maybe outside, outdoors, just looking at all of God's creation. You can't help but say, how great thou art. And that's exactly what happened with Carl. Later on, his poem was translated to German, where it then became the hymn tune that we know today, and then to English, where in 1954, it was picked up by George Beverly Shea and then was introduced into the Billy Graham Crusades, where it became very popular. You would never know that it was born out of obscurity with how popular it is. That and Amazing Grace are the 2 most famous hymns that are out there. I love this hymn, How Great Thou Art. Me and Linda are going to sing and play that now. O Lord my God, when I in awesome wonder consider all the worlds thy hands have made, I see the stars, I hear the rolling thunder, thy power throughout the universe displayed. Then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. And when I think that God his Son not sparing sent him to die, I scarce can take it in, that on the cross my burden gladly bearing, he bled and died to take away my sin. Then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. When Christ shall come with shout of acclamation and take me home, what joy shall fill my heart. Then I shall bow with humble adoration and there proclaim, my God, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. Well, I hope you recognize how great God is. and how in His creation, that in it alone, we can see just how powerful and how magnanimous He is. From Elvis to Carrie Underwood, this song has become so popular, and I hope that it means as much to you as it does to me, and that represents our sovereign King. And so serve Him today and be faithful to Him. Our sovereign King.